Hello, everybody. Welcome to Twin Perspective. I'm Joe.
I'm James.
And tonight we're going to be doing the best films of 1991. Otherwise known as the Fucked Up Shit Awards.
That's some fucked up shit.
Now, I didn't want to title it the Fucked Up Shit Awards. These are different than what the Academy Awards will give you. Some of them are similar, but, we want to give love to stuff that we really enjoy. And a lot of this goes back to the actual years these movies were released. We were born in 71, but sometime about 20-something years ago, we decided to go back to 1967 and try to figure out what our favorite movies were from every year from then on.
Because the Academy Awards never get it right.
They don't get it right.
They're getting better.
And we like certain actors, and we'll see them in a movie, and we're like, oh, this has to be recognized. And then it's not. But then a year or two later, that actor will get recognized for another movie. And it's like, okay, so the Academy recognizes a good actor.
It's like a Lifetime Achievement Award.
Right. Well, we should have gave it to them, but we're giving it to them now. So it feels like they're just a couple of years behind. And then again,
they're not hip.
Then again, we fall in love with a movie like Student Bodies, and we understand why the Academy won't recognize a film like that.
Saturday the 14th isn't getting nominated.
Right. But in the Fucked Up Shit Awards, you just never know.
You just never know.
So this is our first one. We're going to do a series of these. I hope you guys enjoy it. I like to know what everyone else is thinking as far as entertainment goes, movies, television, music. It's interesting to me. Personality driven. So if you guys like the twins from Twin Perspective, then perhaps you'll enjoy our nominations, the Fucked Up Shit Awards for 1991.
Why we picked 1991?
Well,
why we started with it?
We started with it. I wanted to start with it because I think that 1991 is the greatest year of film ever.
Ever?
Ever. Now, that's my opinion.
You might have to have an award show on the greatest year in movies ever.
Yeah, that would be a pretty good one.
Because that would be like 84. It comes to mind.
I don't know.
Some good stuff out there.
We're going to do the best films of 84, for sure. That one's lined up.
Can't tell you what was the best song of 91, what I was doing in 91. But
I remember beginning of 91, from January to March, I was in Louisiana and then moved back to Colorado. So we were living together for 3 months at the beginning of 91.
Man, you left me by myself.
I don't know what you want to do from that point on.
I was without my roommate.
I took off. I think by the end of 91, had moved 8 different times in Colorado. Yeah. But anyway, so 1991, and we're going to keep this short. We're only going to do Best Picture. Right. Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actor, Best Actress, Best Supporting Actor, Best Supporting Actress. We're going to do Screenplay, Best Score or Soundtrack.
Yeah, that's tough.
And we'll do Cinematography and Best Editing. We're going to limit it to that. No sound design, no
documentary,
art direction,
So 10 categories.
I think it came down to 10 categories. So
easy enough. No best animated movie either.
No. If it's good enough, it'll end up in Best Picture.
It would.
So, first category. We're going with Best Editing.
I'm teaching.
Best Editing 1991.
Woo!
All right. Do you go first or do I go first?
I might as well go first.
Okay. So first,
I want to talk.
Yeah, talk a little bit. List your nominees for Best Editing and then reveal to us your winner.
Now, I must throw in, because we have fans in England and overseas, and some movies came out over there There's one in particular is on my list for editing. That's why I'm mentioning it, that we put it in 91 because it actually came out in America in 91.
Right.
And the film I'm talking about is La Femme Nikita.
That's right. The Femme Nikita was out for almost a whole year overseas. It didn't premiere in America till 91.
Who knows when I saw it, but but it was under the category of 91. So, best editing. The nominations are my 5 nominations. Best editing: La Femme Nikita, Silence of the Lambs. I was stretching. The Fisher King. I hear a recurring trend. And Terminator 2, Judgment Day.
Which was, I think, recognized by the Academy.
Wow.
For its editing.
Yeah, I didn't look at their list. They might have swayed me with maybe a couple of things, but not Beauty and the Beast. And my winner, can't believe I wrote this down.
Glad you did.
Best editing 1991. JFK.
Ooh, that's right.
Pietro
Scalia.
Scalia and Joe
Hutchings.
Hutchings. I can't see that. Wow.
JFK. Now that actually won the Academy Award for Best Editing.
Imagine that.
My nominees for Best Editing, 1991, are JFK, The Doors, Silence of the Lambs, The Fisher King, and Barton Fink.
Yeah.
And my winner for Best Editing is Joe Hutchings and Pietro Scalia for JFK.
Interesting side note.
My favorite editing ever in a film of all time. That's my side note.
That they kind of sat there and just tapped on the. They had different scenes of different things, and he just really just did that on the machine, and it cut and edited it in such a way that it was brilliant.
It was usable, huh? He was talking about a certain sequence. I think I know exactly what sequence he's talking about.
With Oswald.
Yeah.
Pow. All right, this has gone off. It's a boring start.
JFK is a brilliant movie. I didn't watch it until 1993. I avoided it. And my buddy Steven said, no, you have to watch this movie. I was going through a shit time in my life. And that movie's like 3.5 hours long. And I was absorbed the whole time. But anyway, it gets better and better every time I watch it. All right.
It's a good movie.
Next category. Best Cinematography. 1991. Best Cinematography.
I just worked with director of photography,
Peter
Deming. I got to hang out with him last week.
How fun was that?
I know he's not nominated in 91. I just threw that in there
Yeah, but Peter Deming is one of the best.
because I was a kid in a candy store.
So for 1991, my nominees for Best Cinematography are JFK, Barton Fink, Naked Lunch, Silence of the Lambs,
Bad.
and At Play in the Fields of the Lord.
Wow.
Which is a really good movie based on a really good book. I didn't read the book. So if you guys didn't like the movie because of the book, I like the movie.
I know I saw it.
And my winner for Best Cinematography 1991 Fucked Up Shit Award is Robert Richardson for JFK.
Yeah.
Are we sensing a trend here?
Oh, you witnessing a trend? My nominations for
Best Cinematography
Brain Dead.
1991.
I was just here. Best Cinematography, 1991. My nominees are La Femme Nikita. Oh, you see, I was putting 6.
Oh, you can do 6.
I had Hook in case La Femme Nikita wasn't going to count. But it counts, so Hook's out. Silence of the Lambs, JFK, The Fisher King, and Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
That was great cinematography in that.
And my winner is, of course, Robert Richardson, JFK.
Wow. We did the same winner so far. Best editing, best cinematographer, JFK. All right, let's see if we can.
But Kevin Bacon had that one little scene, and they were out in the field where he was working labor. They went to so many places, just on the airplane with Lemon and Mathau.
Yeah, Mathau and Kevin Costner. Yeah, and then Lemon was in it too. He had a great role. That Kevin Bacon was he was shining in that.
It's hard to dictate cinematography without the epic scope, and so Star Wars and stuff like that comes to mind. And it's like, no, you can make a really little movie that they talk through the whole damn thing, and they could win cinematography.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you a film that had great cinematography, and of course it didn't get recognized, but the actual cinematographer gets recognized all the time by the Academy, but he didn't for this film. It was
Roger Deakins?
Bill Pope when he did Trey Parker's puppet movie.
Team America.
Team America, World Police. I mean, to get those shots with the camera, I thought was brilliant. And,
yeah.
But
that's one of where the Academy's going to catch up.
Right. Pope gets nominated afterwards, and I'm like, oh, well, guess you didn't like the puppet movie.
But that's not 1991.
No. This is 1991. The next category, Best Score or Soundtrack, 1991.
Now, I don't have any soundtracks, so I just did scores. And my nominees are Barton Fink. Did they have music in that?
Carter Burwell, I'm pretty sure.
JFK, I Sense a Trend. Best Score nominee, City Slickers. Well, they put you in the mood, man. If you watch the movie and listen to the music, that's good stuff. Cape Fear. Yeah. And my winner for Best Score, because it sticks with me, and it sticks with you, Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
Brad Fidel.
Can't get that out of your head. I can't. It's there. It's permanently stuck. I'm not very good at singing.
My nominations for Best Score / Soundtrack 1991, The Silence of the Lambs, JFK, Cape Fear, LA Story, which had some Indian tracks in it, so you know.
Yeah, it did.
And my winner for Best Score Soundtrack 1991, The Doors.
The Doors! Oh, duh.
Oliver Stone had 2 great movies in 1991, JFK, which is my favorite Stone movie ever, and The Doors, which was pretty damn good.
Pretty damn good. And I just left it off my list.
You didn't.
There was Do I Diddy was in LA Story too. Sing Do I Diddy. Okay.
LA Story is a great movie. Steve Martin
Underappreciated.
directed it, I think.
Peter Jackson. Peter Jackson. Listen to me. The guy that directed Volcano with Tommy Lee Jones directed LA. Mick Jackson.
Oh,
Mick Jackson.
Oh, okay.
I thought, well, I'll give him props for Volcano because he's obviously out of his realm in one of those. But yeah, Mick Jackson.
All right. 1991, next category, Best screenplay. We
Yeah.
do adapted and original in one category.
Now we're getting serious.
Best screenplay. My nominations are. You ready for some fucked up shit?
Mm-hmm.
Hudson Hawk.
What? Oh, I can sense people are tuning out. You forgot to like.
Like, share,
Don't
subscribe.
forget to hit that bell.
Hudson Hawk was a brilliant screenplay, and if people don't think so, I don't know. I don't know why. It's brilliant.
Well, Yogi.
It's so funny. Okay.
Ball on ball.
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 You're supposed to be dead in the bottom of the hill, burned to the little pieces. Buckling sprinkler system in the back seat.
Can you fucking believe it?
I can't do it. The screenplay's great. Okay, my other nominees for best screenplay: Grand Canyon,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Lawrence Kasdan;
Yeah.
Thelma and Louise;
Mon Dieu, ça se parle.
The Silence of the Lambs;
Bah.
and my winner for best screenplay by a long shot, Richard. Can you say his last name?
La Gravenis.
That's good enough for me. Richard Gravenis, The Fisher King. Brilliant screenplay. You can expound on The Fisher King because I think you got something to say about the screenplay.
You know, I was having a shit, you know, those borderline epic where you're like, and then there they were. Oh, wow. Good stuff there. Parry.
Just Perry.
Nope, just Perry. My nominations, I say that every day.
Like Moses.
Best screenplay nominations are, for me, Naked Lunch. Let's go get some food. JFK. Hudson Hawk.
Yeah.
What are you, stupid? Yes, because also on this list is The Last Boy Scout. You just gotta go back and accept it for what it is.
it's comedy.
It's meant to be. Tony Scott, it's meant to be. Oh, that's just, yeah. That's a good screenplay. Silence of the Hams. Was the ham silent?
Not silent of the Silence of the Lambs.
Lambs bah. And my winner, of course, Richard LaGravenis, the Fisher King. Dulang. You're out of your mind.
Are they here?
Yeah, every day I say, you're never going to get that tart to your dessert plate. and yeah, that's at the very beginning of the movie. And for some reason it sticks. That's when you know. And it comes into play every day. Like, every day. I said it about an hour ago. And people don't know Fisher King, so they think I came up with it. And they think I'm brilliant.
The Fisher King is one of the greatest movies ever made. In this year of great movies, great directors in 1991 that came out with great movies. You had Scorsese with Cape Fear.
Oh, hold on. We'll get into director later.
We had Oliver Stone. I'm just talking about the greatness of this year, 1991. Oliver Stone with both JFK and The Doors. Terry Gilliam with The Fisher King. Steven Spielberg's Hook didn't do too well. But James Cameron, Terminator 2, that's probably his best movie. Cronenberg's Naked Lunch, that's my favorite Cronenberg movie ever. Barton Fink by the Coen brothers, Joe Coen, and that's definitely one of their best, in my opinion. And
Yep.
Jonathan Demme, Silence of the Lambs. This is you said Tony Scott, right?
Mm-hmm.
For what?
The Last Boy Scout.
The Last Boy Scout. Ridley Scott had Thelma and Louise, which was probably his best movie.
Wes Craven.
Yep. And then Luc Besson was put on the American map when Moffin Nikita was released out here.
Yep. And, yeah.
Yeah, it's just great year of movies.
See, now are we getting off the subject?
No, the subject is 1981, and the next category is Best Supporting Actress. 1991. Hey, you're first, right?
Am I?
Yes, you are.
Am I? My nominations, and no matter how much I make fun of her in the past, present, or future, no one could ever say I didn't nominate her for an award. We're talking about Sarah Jessica Parker in L.A. Story. Yeah. Juliette Lewis, Cape Fear.
Mm-hmm.
Amanda Plummer, The Fisher King. Wendy Roby, The People Under the Stairs. Yes, I went there. Because really she should be the actress, but, you know, they had the kids.
That's true.
They were first.
I guess so.
Yeah. And she doesn't get recognized for anything. Just
Yeah, Wendy Roby's a trooper.
and insanely entertaining. And man, I almost did a tie on this one. But my winner, Best Supporting Actress, is the actual winner at the Academy Awards. Everyone was upset because Juliette Lewis didn't win. But Best Supporting Actress winner, Mercedes Rule, The Fisher King. I do not need this.
Yeah, it's Jesus Juice Cup.
Oh, yeah. I used to be such a Catholic.
Have a drink, Jack. It's on the house.
Like everything else.
She deserved the Academy Award that year.
Yeah, in a movie full of really rich characters, and it's easy to forget, you know, her side of it. If you ever watch a movie, you know the movie, and then you watch it from like her eyes, you kind of see how Jeff Bridges is kind of really a dick.
Fucking dick.
And they just show her in one little scene, saying that would be the one I'd show at the Academy Award. It was her sitting at the table. Talking to herself because
the camera pulls away and you realize she's by herself.
She's talking to him, but you see he's not there.
She cooked and
Waste the lasagna. Then she starts crying.
good stuff.
Good stuff. People's versus it's Creamer versus Creamer. It won an award.
Ordinary peoples.
Ordinary peoples.
Okay, my nominees for Best Supporting Actress, 1991. Diane Ladd for Rambling Rose. Jessica Lange for Cape Fear.
Oh, yeah.
Meg Ryan for The Doors.
Oh.
Kathy Bates in At Play in the Fields of the Lord, which is one of those roles where when you see the movie and you see Kathy Bates in it, you never forget it.
I'm going to have to reacquaint myself with that movie.
Really good performance from Kathy Bates. Everybody in that movie, actually. Aidan Quinn plays her husband. And my winner, Best Supporting Actress, Mercedes Rule, The Fisher King. Because I do not need this shit.
Did you say Amanda Plummer?
No. Now, Amanda Plummer, this was where my brother and I differed. He considered Amanda Plummer to be supporting actress in The Fisher King, and I kind of consider her to be lead actress. And so she was nominated for your supporting actress, and she's nominated in my lead actress.
Oh.
Because they Mercedes Rule was the only other prominent actress in The Fisher King, and she was supporting actress, and And really, Robin Williams and Amanda Plummer make that movie if you've ever seen it. Jeff Bridges is actually, that's the best role Jeff Bridges ever had. I don't care what was it, The Big Lebowski? Yeah.
Crazy Heart.
Yeah, you guys go ahead with your Big Lebowski, okay? I'll stick with The Fisher King.
That's just like your opinion, man.
And I love the Coen brothers. Oh, well. It's not one of my favorite Coen brothers. Sorry, that's just like my opinion, man.
So we gave it to Mercedes Ruehl. We both gave it to her.
Yep, and she deserved it. And she
Yeah.
was great in everything she's ever been in.
And go back and watch Juliette Lewis and Kate Peer. I mean, it's kind of, she left something.
Yeah, she did. And she was good.
She was really, she deserved to be nominated, but she could have been better.
Right.
Not because she was a kid.
No. Juliette Lewis can bring it, too. As a matter of fact, what was the Oliver Stone movie she did?
Natural Born
Born Killers. She deserved a lead actress nomination.
Worst head I ever got in my life.
She was off the charts. Okay, next category, 1991. Best Supporting Actor.
Now, this is where we differ from the Academy. But we went with the Academy's ruling on the subject.
Maybe. My nominees for Best Supporting Actor, 1991. Tommy Lee Jones for JFK. Joe Pesci for JFK. John Lithgow for At Play in the Fields of the Lord.
Man, a lot of people playing in that movie.
Michael Lerner for Barton Fink, which is a supremely underrated performance, but it was nominated for an Academy Award. And my winner for Best Supporting Actor, and my second all-time Best Supporting Actor performance, Michael Jeter, The Fisher King.
I had a dream for guess who, Lydia.
If you haven't seen The Fisher King, and you haven't seen Michael Jeter's performance in The Fisher King, then this is some fucked up shit.
Yeah, you're missing out.
Because that is unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
I gotta warm up, Jack.
My baby. Some people can get their kicks watching couple late night flicks. That's okay for some people who don't own VCRs. But Leah, you won the grand prize. Just think of it. All the movies you'd love to see now. Dramas, westerns, comedies. Wow! Video Spot has the best selection. If you like porno, we're your connection. Oh, everything's coming up in yours. Oh my goodness. Yeah, if we sound like a woman right now, it's because that's what he did.
Except he was sporting a really big mustache.
Really big mustache.
It was beautiful.
Yeah. He was a beautiful man, rest his soul.
Yep. God rest Michael Jeter. What an awesome actor.
Wow. Did we differ on our selections? Because my nominations, Best Supporting Actor, nomination number 1, everyone in JFK. We just throw them all together.
I mean, they were all so good. Oh, so good.
They're all so good. And I didn't want to start handing out Joe Pesci awards. John Goodman and Barton Fink.
Whoa.
You see, Mike, you picked Michael Lerner.
I did. Michael, that was, yeah.
Well, not a lot of screen time for either one, but I've got Everett McGill, The People Under the Stairs. Like I said, if you didn't see the movie, just go back and watch it. It's Twin Peaks, man. Everett McGill and Wendy Robbie.
Oh, yeah.
Robbie? Robbie.
I said Robbie.
Michael Jeter for The Fisher King.
He's not our winner?
It was so close.
Oh.
So close. Oh, yeah, he is my winner. Shit. I just realized I wrote him down. It was a last-minute decision because My other nomination for Best Supporting Actor is Danny Aiello, Hudson Hawk. But my winner, Michael Jeter. Because he's won the grand prize.
That's a really good performance.
So good.
Danny Aiello
Danny
and Hudson Hawk. Yes. I think Bruce Willis won like a Razzie or some one of them negative awards
Wow.
for his performance. He
was so good he gave a shit back then.
No shit.
And Danny Aiello was just along for the ride.
Man, Danny Aiello dominates every film he's in. He really does.
Sprinklers in the back seat. Can you fucking believe it?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, that's good. Just because he was singing. No, man. He gets nominated for whatever year Jacob's Ladder came out too. It was a real small role, but
and Harlem Nights and fucking Do the Right Thing, and anytime Danny Aiello pops up, he plays a character you never forget.
he should be nominated.
Yes.
Yeah, I did give it to Michael Jeter because I mean, what can you do?
Fisher King.
Find my baby.
So the Fisher King should definitely be on your list right now. It should be in your scopes.
Yeah,
along
yeah,
with
yeah.
JFK.
Yeah, nobody's really got time for JFK. Shit. You gotta make time.
Mm-hmm.
My brother's politically involved, and he's never seen All the President's Men. And I'm like, I can't.
Have.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. I was so looking forward to busting that movie out one day. You would know half the people.
Yeah, we watched it.
It's still, we need to revisit it.
It needs to be
Since 2016, it needs to be revisited. The Post, too.
I still haven't seen Spotlight. So I gotta do that one. Okay, next category, 1991. Best Lead Actress. Best Lead Actress.
Oh, I'm first, huh?
You are.
Best Lead Actress. We've got Susan Sarandon. Thelma and Louise. I kind of Susan Sarandon / Gina Davis. No, one of them didn't get nominated by the Academy, but I'm going to go ahead and give them a shared nomination.
Okay.
Sally Field in Soap Dish.
Sally Field is a powerful actress. So I don't care what movie she's in. You could have nominated her for that. I can't argue.
Jodie Foster, Silence of the Lambs.
The Academy's winner that year.
Oh, yeah. Linda Hamilton, Terminator 2, Judgment Day.
Hey.
Just got to look at her.
She's the shit.
I'll just watch her sweat. And my winner, Best Actress, almost by a landslide. I don't know how to say the name. Anne Paraland, La Femme Nikita. Because she's the movie. She is the whole movie. If you're not invested in her, you're not invested in the movie. And nobody knew who she was, and Luc Besson didn't give a shit. And he cast her, and she kicked ass. She kicked more ass than Bridget Fonda in the remake, Point of No Return.
It was good.
Yeah,
All right.
it's all right.
Yeah.
Americanized version.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's my winner. And Paraland.
All right, my nominees for Best Actress 1991. Anna Paraland
Oh, you did?
for La Femme Nikita.
I didn't think you would.
Susan Sarandon for Thelma and Louise and for all her political beliefs.
Yeah, I thought she'd win for that.
Jodie Foster, Silence of the Lambs.
Bah, was the lamb silent?
Dr. Lecter? Dr. Lecter?
Dr. Lecter?
Amanda Plummer for The Fisher King.
She's so good.
Which, because of my not sure if I should go actress or supporting actress, I decided not to give it to Amanda Plummer, even though she's amazing. I arrange all the others so that the trays look full. My winner Best Actress, Judy Davis,
Oh.
Naked Lunch.
I didn't even nominate her.
And
She was good.
Judy Davis is one of my favorites when she's in a Woody Allen movie, and anytime she's on screen.
Aha.
In this particular film, Naked Lunch, she was drugged out half the time. And yeah, good.
That's so
good
awesome.
part.
All you gotta do is roll out of bed and go to work.
Right, right. If you get cast as the druggie,
I play
set your alarm.
a Pillbilly in Claws, the TV show Claws on TNT. Well, they're always going into the doctor's office, and so they need pillbillies, and I just roll out of bed and go to work. Don't comb my hair or anything.
If you did, they would say, "Ah, you gotta mess this up."
Yeah, you look too pretty. You gotta look like you're on crack. No problem. I'll just wake up.
I've got that covered.
There's no planning involved.
All right, we're getting down to the final three. 1991, Best Lead Actor. 1991, Fucked Up Shit Awards. Best Lead Actor. My nominees, I'm going first. My nominees are Jeff Bridges for The Fisher King,
Dulang, Dulang.
Anthony Hopkins for Silence of the Lambs, John Turturro for Barton Fink, and my winner is a tie.
Oh.
My favorite performances from both of these actors, and I could not pick which one I like the best.
Damn.
So, Best Actor, Robert De Niro in Cape Fear and Robin Williams in The Fisher King.
I'm better than you all.
I think they were together in Awakenings the year before,
Wow.
and I think they were both nominated for that.
You gave him a tie.
But I could not choose. I mean,
For the life of
Robin Williams in The Fisher King would be my winner, but it's my favorite Robert De Niro performance. I'm better than you all. I can outthink you,
I can out philosophize you.
and I'm going to outlast you. So
That is good shit.
So I couldn't decide. So it's a tie. Robin Williams and Robert De Niro.
Wow.
The Fisher King and Cape Fear.
That's where I disagree with the Academy, because Robin Williams was a supporting actor and Jeff Bridges is the actor, and they nominated Robin Williams Best Actor, so I had to go along with it. But that's, yeah, Jeff Bridges was a star, man.
Yeah, Jeff Bridges was the star.
But
Robin Williams and Amanda Plummer made the movie, though. Okay.
I don't know. Ooh,
You can add one if you want.
no, I'm good. And my nominations for Best Lead Actor. Nominations are Jeff Bridges, The Fisher King,
Dulang.
Dulang, Dulang, motherfucker. Steve Martin, L.A. Story.
Good stuff.
How do you... Steve Martin's on the screen, you have to nominate him. That's just something the Academy doesn't do. They don't do it. They don't recognize Gene Wilder in Young Frankenstein.
I mean,
Really? You know, now they'll go back and say,
yeah, a tour de force performance.
where's his honorary... he'd have to show up in something, and then they would give it to him, just because they never did before. Robert De Niro, Cape Fear. Anthony Hopkins, Silence of the Lambs. The ham silent. Because ham could be really silent if it's just sitting there. Unless you drop it down the stairs, then it goes...
It's Silence of the Lambs.
Apples. And my winner, solo. We're going solo here. Because it's the greatest performance of Robin Williams' life. Robin Williams, the Fisher King. People always say, Robin Williams, well, which one are you talking about? You talking about the dramatic Robin Williams, or are you talking about the comedic Robin Williams? Because my favorite Robin Williams comedian, you know. And this, you get all of it. He makes you laugh. He makes you cry. He scares you. He makes you think. You feel so much pity, and you're with him on the redemption ride.
Yes. And Jeff Bridges on the redemption ride, too.
And Robin Williams covered every base.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the funniest. I've got a hard on for you the size of Florida. I say that a lot, too.
And at the end, when he's, I had a dream, Jack. Oh, fuck that. And now I'm crying as soon as he utters those words. I had a dream, Jack.
Is it okay?
I was married to a beautiful woman, and she died. I miss her, Jack. Is that okay? Can I miss her now?
Can I miss her now?
Oh, God.
Oh, no, I'm getting goosebumps.
Woo-hoo. Alright. So good. And then the next scene, he's dancing. Literally singing and dancing like he's on a Broadway stage. So you get all of Robin Williams and everything else. Alright, we're down to the last two.
Don't hold back.
Best Director, 1991. I'm going first.
Yes.
It's me. Like I said, there's a ton of movies, ton of great directors put out movies in this year. And it was tough. But my nominees are David Cronenberg for Naked Lunch, Martin Scorsese for Cape Fear, where he basically just zoomed in the whole time. But whatever, it's Martin Scorsese and I love you. I nominate Martin Scorsese. Doesn't matter what movie it is, he gets nominated. So,
Damn, Shutter Island?
yeah.
Yeah. Shutter Island's underrated.
Terry Gilliam, The Fisher King.
He knows. He knows.
Joel Cohen for Barton Fink.
Ah, I knew that was going to pop its ugly head.
And my winner for Best Director, 1991, Oliver Stone, JFK. That was tough because I could have given it to Terry Gilliam like that. Like that? Like that.
Wow.
And I could have given it to Joel Cohen because I think Barton Fink is brilliant. And like I said, it's my favorite Cronenberg movie.
I'm sorry, I fell asleep.
So that one was that one could have gone either way, but I knew I was giving it to Oliver Stone for JFK. My seventh all-time favorite movie, JFK.
Wow.
Okay.
I don't know. Oh, yeah. Nominations Best Director, Oliver Stone, JFK. Joel Cohen. Barton Fink, even though I keep sleeping through it every time I try to watch it. I've watched it. It just took me 8 times. James Cameron. Terminator 2. Judgment Day. Luc Besson. La Femme Nikita. Martin Scorsese. Cape Fear. I had 6 this time. And my winner, the American Monty Python, Terry Gilliam, The Fisher King. Because damn it, he gonna do a movie he wants to do, and he gonna do it. No matter if you want to give him money for it or not.
I think the reason why The Fisher King got overlooked so much was because of the Holy Grail aspect of it. I really do think that if people knew Monty Python at all, and they were like, Monty Python and the Holy Grail is one of the greatest comedies ever.
Then Time Bandits,
and then here's a Robin Williams movie by the guy, and it's about the Holy Grail, and you're like, okay, can't you come up with something original? And I'm thinking, Monty Python didn't write this story. This was
Richard LaGrasse did.
Right, and this was a brilliant story, and it has
my favorite. It's my favorite redemption movie. Yeah. Even though Shawshank Redemption's
a redemption.
The redemption movie.
Not like the Fisher King.
Mm-mm.
The Fisher King oozes redemption.
Yeah, everyone needs a little redeeming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everyone needs to watch that movie. That, to me, The Fisher King is my most suggested film ever. That and Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me.
And Student Bodies.
I do, because most people I meet have never seen The Fisher King.
Mm-mm. They let it slide. You know, you pass by it on the Blockbuster wall, and yeah, I'm meaning to watch that one day.
Yeah.
But you got to get yourself in a mood, like a 2.5 hour, 3 hour movie. It's like I'm not in the mood. My girlfriend's never seen Titanic. Because she don't want to suffer through 3 hours of romantic story, or Leo DiCaprio. She don't like him.
Right.
But you got to get yourself in the mood, a mindset. JFK is like, I don't know if I want to go down that 2.5 hour road.
As soon as the first fact grabs you and you're like, okay, did that really happen? And then, wait a minute. That I remember that. And then, oh, that's it. I'm stuck. After that, I want him to tell me the story.
Here's what I figured. All the black and white scenes are assuming. So anything that was in color is fact. And if you see it in black and white, that's taking, what do you call it? Taking, you guys know what I mean. Leave it down in the comments.
Oh, it's a artistic preference, whatever.
Right.
Let's go on to the final category of the evening. Best Picture 1991. You have carte blanche.
Oh, I have carte blanche.
Best Picture.
And my nominations, in other words, the 5 best pictures of 1991. Oh, I have 6.
You.
Because I have La Femme Nikita. It's a good movie. I just don't want to go down that road either, But I'm not big into John Wick stuff. Cape Fear. Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
It is a good movie.
Silence of the Lambs.
Which was the winner of Best Picture 1991 Academy Awards.
A pretty good movie. JFK. And you guys seen this coming a mile away. Best Picture 1991. Of course. He's the Fisher King. And look, I drew a little Holy Grail. That's Jesus' juice cup.
Excellent.
Egg salad. Yeah, man. Fisher King. Yeah. That's in my top 3 all-time favorite movies. Ever.
Mm-hmm.
Right next to Jaws and maybe the Shawshank Redemption, too.
Firewalk with Me.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, peekers. I knew I was forgetting something.
My nominees. Best Picture 1991. Silence of the Lambs.
Bah.
Naked Lunch.
Oh. Put some clothes on that beef jerky.
Barton Fink.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know I will.
JFK, which is my number 7 all-time favorite movie. And my winner for Best Picture, Fucked Up Shit Award 1991. My number 3 all-time film, The Fisher King.
It is that good.
It is that good. In a sea of great directors and great films, The Fisher King is the best film of 1991.
Don't hold back.
We agree on that.
Don't touch me.
Men with Men. I do that one a lot.
I do
like
that.
about once every 2
Yeah,
weeks.
I do that a lot.
Men with Men. Go see The Fisher King.
She's
no
into
doubt about
smut. What can you do? No, you have that whole movie memorized.
it. It is good though.
But it is good. Don't hold back. I like New York in June. Oh, it's showtime, boys.
All right, so that was it. Twin Perspective. The best films of 1991, or as we like to say, the Fucked Up Shit Awards.
Yeah.
We'll be doing another year here pretty soon. We've got a few lined up. We want to focus on the years that David Lynch released films so that we can properly include them in the Ring of Honor.
We have the pantheon of all-time greats.
Right. So we're going to do 1980, 1986, 1990, 1992, and 1997. So we're going to do all those to include Lynch. But we're going to do other years too. 84, like you said, 1985, 1986, 19.
Can you tell when we grew up?
And we might do a couple in the year 2000, the decade of the 2000s, but
I think we did.
we're going to focus on the 80s probably mostly to start with.
When we first started doing this, we just did an overall from the years prior to 1970. Something I forget.
Yeah, right.
It's
I think
written
it was
down.
76. We did a whole
We weren't gonna go
67 to 70, and then from 70 to 72, and from 72 to 74, something like that. We were just throwing our favorites in.
Yeah.
'Cause we'd seen all that in retrospect. Like we weren't alive when those movies came out, and we kind of just watched them.
Didn't feel like we could give our honest opinion, but that was a good one because we had Doctor Strangelove and Psycho in the same category. It's like everything that came before.
Right. But once we got to around the mid 70s, those movies we saw when they came out, even though we were too young to see, and we were able to rewatch them over and over again. So we had a better grasp on everything after 75.
No one should let their 6-year-old watch The Exorcist.
I thought we were 4.
It came out in 75, so we were 4, but we saw it on HBO, I think, so it had to be at least a year later.
And Mom was like, "Don't watch it," and she stayed in her room, so we kept it on.
Man, she went to work, left us alone.
Not when we were that young.
He learned the piano. And I was like, when did you learn the piano? Like, we were both here at the same time where the piano was. We were like, you were in Mom's room. I was like, oh, yeah. She was at work. And Mom had Skinamax in her room. So I was learning Ladies Charitably Lover and Emmanuel in Space. I was interested in the whole Bush thing. And my brother taught himself how to play piano during that time.
Those films will not be included in the Fucked Up Shit Awards.
Even though that's some fucked up shit. Adam West was in Lady Charitably Lover. That's just a fun fact.
So that was it. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. The best films of 1991.
If we didn't put one of your films, because we have them all listed.
Yeah, we have nomination lists.
Notice Beauty and the Beast didn't even get mentioned.
We tried to watch about 250 movies from every year before we picked what our favorites in every category was. I mean, we kind of focused on that in the 2000s and stuff. We were like, all right, we're not going to even attempt this until we see at least 250 movies, and we don't see 250 movies the year they're released. So it takes a while.
Yeah, it takes a couple of years.
Yeah,
I remember we were like 3 years behind for a while or something.
3 or 4 years behind.
We would do we would do 97 when it was like 2000 because we had seen enough to know enough.
Yeah.
And we really haven't seen, comment below because I'm sure there's movies that we didn't even mention like Bugsy. No Warren Beatty, no Bugsy, no just Ramblin' Rose. Ramblin' Rose didn't get mentioned by me.
That's right, Bugsy and Ramblin' Rose.
And the Academy has always been old farts.
Thelma and Louise, those are people.
Yeah. Hashtag me too. I like it too.
All right, thanks for watching. Subscribe to Rosenfield 10 for more crazy videos like this. And we're going to be doing some more of these Fucked Up Shit Awards. I'm Joe.
I'm James.
And we hope to see you guys again. And hope to see you in the trees. Bye.
Is this thing on?